Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. We are finally going to create with this oval frame that y'all have been loving so much. We're going to use this tonight, and I think the bunny cutout, it's somewhere around here. I just had it not like a couple minutes ago. But we're going to create with this. So we're going to start painting all of that jazz. So when y'all pop on, say hey and comment the word March, because we are going to use the March club transfer, okay? While y'all are coming in, make sure you are in the broadcast channel. That's going to be the best way to know when I'm live. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to share the live in there so people get notified that I'm live, because sometimes Facebook doesn't like to send out the notifications. So I always like to send it in there. But the broadcast channel is just a one-way messaging system. I really try not to send out too many messages and overload y'all. So I'm going to share that in there really quickly, and then we are going to get started. Theo. I'm sorry, y'all can hear dogs drinking. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Elaine and Kathy and Melinda. Hello, hello. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to paint. We're going to kind of do something similar to this frame that we did, I think it was last week, because I'm really liking the pink and the gold. So we're gonna do something similar to that. So I'm gonna do the scallops in pink, and then oh my gosh, then the inside white. I apologize, y'all. We've got 4 dogs in this tiny room. My craft room is not large, and there's 4 dogs plus me in here. All right, y'all, I forgot to grab my paintbrushes. Let me grab that real quick. Move. All right, so let's go ahead and start painting. I've got stuff everywhere. Hello, hi guys. All right, so we're gonna use the color Peachy Keen. Now, the oval is scored on there, so you just need to paint the outside of that. You can go over the line a little bit. It's not a big deal if you go over it. But you don't want to go on the inside, because we're gonna paint that inside white. I probably should have started with that, but that's okay. Hi, Shelly. Hello, Kathy. How are y'all doing? Y'all, I have been wanting to do this project, and I just hope that I can bring it to life the way that I envision it. Hi, Michelle Pryor and Monica. Yes, our keyword is March. Comment that keyword. That'll get you to the apply list for everything I'm using, including the colors and all of that. I will have to use some white acrylic paint because I ran out of my white paste, and I don't have any here. Hi, Haley. Hi, Kimmy. Yes, everybody say hello to Thomas. He's literally in the other room. He is charging his phone, so I'm sure he is laying down watching, if he's even still on here. But we're going to paint this. I'm using the color Peachy Keen, and I'm just going around the edges. Now, you can get the scalloped frame by itself, or you can get it with the bunny. I think we're going to use the bunny today, since that's what the kit comes with. But you can get it without it. So we're going to paint this on here, then we'll dry it, then we'll do the white. The white will probably need a coat or two. But I'm trying not to be heavy-handed, but I'm getting it in the little crevices of the scalloped edge. We'll clean it up here in a little bit. So getting this on there, we're going to dry it. That looks good. Let's hit it with the dryer. Hi, Melissa. Who are you telling you're watching? Hi, Chris and Darlene. Miss Chris, I'm about to ship out one of your packages after my live. And Diane and Judy and Donna and Linda. Hello, everybody. Sorry, my head was down and you finally got your order. Thank goodness, Melinda. Hi, Diane. Diane, did you see my message last night? Your order did go through. I'm wondering if it went through and then you tried to accidentally place the order again, and that's when it kicked it back. Hi, Lynette. All right, so we're going in with the color Peachy Keen. I'm really liking the pink and gold for Easter. We'll go in and we'll clean up the inside of the scallops here in a second. Hi, Janelle. But a lot of y'all have grabbed this cutout already, and I've been wanting to craft with it, so here we are. All right, put this to the side. Let's start painting the white. So I normally would use my white chalk paste to paint the inside, but like I said, I ran out the other day and I don't have an extra jar. So we're just going to use white acrylic paint and do the same thing. We're going to paint the center of this white. You could paint it vanilla, but I want it to be nice and bright, and we're going to need a whole lot more paint than that. Darlene, I don't know off the top of my head. I just know Chris's because her order was literally on the top of my pile right before I came in here. You will always get an email when your order has shipped. So, I promise we are working. All right, getting this and going around. And like I said, you don't need to do this where the frame is gonna go, because you're just gonna glue that right on top. But I am using that kind of as my guide of how far to paint in. So, hi Robbie, hi Dawn, hi Victoria. All right. Getting that painted. I know painting isn't always the funnest part to watch, but I know some people enjoy it. I know some people really like to see the process from beginning to end. Michelle, we're just having sandwiches. We are just having some sandwiches because we don't have any leftovers. We've eaten most of them. And we're not going to really be around. We'll be around the house tomorrow, but I don't know if he's watching, but tomorrow is Thomas's birthday. So y'all be ready to wish him a happy birthday tomorrow. So we're going to go to lunch. And then tomorrow's also one of my brother's birthdays. So I think we're going to go over there and have dinner with the family in the evening. But I will be live tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, he is here. Hi, Tammy. Yay, you got your mystery box. You're fine, darling. You are good. So let's get this dry. Let's see if it needs another coat. I'm going to... Hi, Sue Arnie. I have not seen you in a hot second. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Jennifer. We're going to paint our frame in Nominee. I guess we could put this to the side and let that dry, air dry for right now, and paint our frame. All right. So we're going to go in with our Nominee. If y'all didn't see, Chalk came out with a Nominee ink for Perks members and designers. So if you're a Perks member, go grab, hi Sandy Smith, go grab the Nominee ink. That is the Perks bundle of the week. Not bundle, or the Perks deal of the week, I guess. So we're just going to go in with Nominee, and we're just going to paint that frame. Y'all, I can hear, Thomas is watching my live, and I can hear my own voice, like as an echo. Hi, Shannon and Sharon. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Get that on there. Pretty simple. Let's dry it. You got yours coming. Yay, Kimmy. Kimmy, are you feeling better? Are you still in the hospital, my friend? Please tell me you're home. Yeah. They have the same birthday. What do you know? All right. Get this nice and dry. We'll pull out. Don't you hate that? Hate what? I don't remember what I said. Oh, hearing my own voice. Yeah, it drives me nuts. Like he'll like start playing my live and I'm like, turn it off. I don't want to hear my voice. You ever annoyed by the own sound of your voice, or like you watch a video and you're like, I sound like that? Yikes. Okay, that's pretty much dry. I'm going to take a wet wipe and I'm going to wipe out the center because I did get quite a bit of paint in there, or paste, if you will. So your voice and stare. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah. Okay, our frame is painted. Let me wipe. Oh my gosh, I'm making such a mess. All right, wipe this down. And we will pull out our center of our frame and we'll go from there. Going to the neurosurgeon tomorrow to find out the type of infection I have. And if and when they're gonna do surgery, I'm like, oh my goodness, Kimmy. I'm sorry that you just got a message to that. That was not supposed to happen. Well, I'll be thinking about you. That, I can't believe that. That does not sound like fun. All right. I don't think we need another coat of the peony, but we definitely need another coat of the peachy keen, of the white. So I'm going to hit this with the dryer. I wouldn't leave messages on voicemails because I know. I feel you. Hi, Deb. Hi, Janice. I missed your comment somehow. So I'm going to dry the white real quick. We'll do another coat, and then we're going to do the bunny. Which, where did I put the stinking bunny? Right here. So we have this bunny. I was thinking of painting it in a light gray. Or should we do a different color? I'm thinking light gray. We'll mix up a lighter gray because Storm's a little dark for a bunny. So I'm thinking light gray. Oh, they're so sweet. All right, getting this nice and dry. Hi, Darlene. Nice and dry. All right, one more coat. So I'm going to use my acrylic paint. I know, Marcy, I love this frame. Y'all loved it so much that y'all asked for it without the bunny. Oh gosh. Boone's patrolling. So you can get it without the bunny or with the bunny. And you save a little bit when you get it with the bunny. So, no pattern. No, I'm going to use the club transfer. So I'm gonna put that on there. And I'm almost out of white acrylic paint. Yikes. Boom. Boone's like, he's all mad because he's not getting attention. Mix Storm with Grayish. I don't have Grayish anymore, Anita, but we can make something similar. So, you're welcome, Kimmy. Hi, Karen Wing. Thanks, Dawn. I've been dealing with arthritis for the last, oh my goodness, Sue. My goodness. We're all falling apart. I'll be thinking about you, Miss Sue. I'm glad to see you here, though. It has been a hot minute, girlfriend. All right. Getting this nice and covered. There we go. All right. That looks pretty good. We're done with the white. I'm going to put it to the side since we're done. And we're going to paint our bunny. My dog's ears. Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. I mean, nephew, that is all. Oh, happy birthday to your nephew, Miss Robbie. I was just going to say the dogs don't bark when Thomas is there. But yeah, Boone barks no matter what. They're definitely better behaved than when he's not here. Because Boone gets a little sassy. Y'all know. He's always barking outside. All right, let's get a little cup and we're gonna mix up two colors. So I don't, like I said several times, I don't have white, so we're just gonna use some vanilla to lighten up our dark gray. But I'm looking for, I was looking for a stir stick and they're not in here. Imagine that. We can just use this. All right, so I'm going to use some Storm. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of vanilla. Bright white would probably be better for this, but we don't have it, so we're going to make do. Yeah. That would be wonderful if you could get it for me. Because I'm making a big old mess with the...
Watch out.
Thank you, Dawn. All right, hold on, y'all. He's going to get me a stir stick. Hi, Dolores. I don't know where he went, though. And see, I made a big old mess with that. So, I'm thinking here, y'all. Because I don't want... it'll be fine. We'll do the nose in pink. Where did you go to find that? Where was it?
It was in one of the drawers after we just cleaned her office.
Oh. I'm glad you remember because I didn't. You gonna come and say hi? Or are you just gonna stand there?
I'm just gonna stand there.
Off to the side.
Off to the side, be nosy Nelly.
You're gonna be nosy Nelly, or are you just gonna be shy?
I'm not being shy. I just don't know what my hair looks like. It's probably all.
It looks fine.
It's fine.
I think it looks fine.
Not like my hobo hair.
No. There he is.
Hi, ladies.
We're very quiet tonight.
Who?
Everybody.
Oh,
We're just watching tonight.
Don't forget to like. Gotta press that little heart button, guys.
There he is, Miss Sue. You can see him now. Hi. Oh, Sandy's saying hello to you.
Hello.
Do you think that's too light, or should I go lighter?
I go lighter.
I wish I had white.
You don't have any in the back room?
Nope. I shipped my last one. Yeah. I've got more on the way. Don't worry.
Oh, I left the cheese out from earlier. We gotta throw that away.
All right. So there is our gray compared to this. So it is quite a bit lighter and a little bit, this is more like grayish, to be honest with you. He is so cool. Yeah, he is nice. Yeah, hit that heart button for me. His hair looks nice. Babe, you got a compliment on your hair. Oh, he can't hear me. All right. So, y'all, Storm and vanilla mixed together. I think that's pretty close to grayish as we're going to get. All right. Let's paint this. Well, this is a not great.
What about this one?
What do you have? Where'd you find that?
I looked with my eyes.
It wasn't on the shelf.
Yes, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yep. They're just a little separated, though. So
That's
we
okay.
might need to. Gotta shake them and hydrate your paste, please.
God.
She hates it.
Look, they're telling you happy early birthday.
Thank you. I feel so old.
You're not that old.
I know.
They're going to tell you you're young. Are you going to tell them how old you are? Because they're probably going to ask.
I'll be 37 tomorrow.
You are old. You're older than me.
Wow. I'm leaving now.
I'm joking.
I know you are. I'm not mad.
He is my spokesperson. Yeah, he's my spokesperson. Haley says she's my production manager, or whatever she was saying last night. I don't know what she was saying.
Oh, security.
Your security?
Yeah.
What a great helper you'll be painting in no time. He'll be crafting with me eventually. He's over there shaking his head no.
Not very creative.
They're calling you just a baby. They're saying you're just a baby.
Yeah.
You're still a baby.
Yeah. It's the biggest baby I ever seen.
All right, let's dry this. He found me a jar of white. Imagine that. So, here is our little bunny. So my question is, should we do white? Like, what color should we do on top? Now I'm kind of wondering if I even like the gray. Just a kid, I have a son older than him. No way, Monica. Do you really? No way. No way, no way. I don't know. What do y'all think? White? Black? I feel like black would be too harsh. Would white look weird with this? I don't think it'll look weird. Your son is 38? You're 61, Monica? I had no idea, girl. Darker. That's what I was thinking of doing, like mixing Storm with maybe a little bit of black. All three of your kids are older than Thomas. Your kids are older. Your kids are older. Hi, Sybil. How are you? There's our handsome hobo. Cheryl, I miss that you said that. That's hilarious. Okay, should we do white on top, or should we mix gray and a little bit of black to make it a little bit darker? Do some light gray and some dark. My son is 45 and I'll be... No way, Linda. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. Oh my gosh, I can hear my voice. You have two kids older than that. All right. I'm gonna wax. I'm thinking here, y'all. I'm thinking here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. It'll be 64 in November. Goodness. Gray and black. Light brown. I feel like gray and black, gray and black. What if we did the white first and see how we like it? And then if we don't like it, then we can do the gray and black on top. Because I feel like if we do the gray and black first and we don't, well, I guess we can fix it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's do white. All right, so I'm gonna open up this white. Let's see how this looks first. And then we will go from there. All right, so this is our club transfer for this month. You do get a surface that goes with it. It is, which I still need to wash and see how it washes. It comes with this burlap bag and some ink packets, but we are using a cutout. You'll be 59 March 28th. Well, happy early birthday, Lynette. Hi, Lee. All right, let's buzz. And if y'all are just jumping on, say hey. Our keyword tonight is March. When you comment that keyword, you'll get the supply list, link to the cutouts. The only way to get the transfer is to subscribe to the club as a club member or a designer. But make sure you become a perks member first, because you save 30% off of everything, plus your club kit. So I highly recommend becoming a perks member because you save quite a bit. You save 30% off of everything. All right, let's lay this down here. I think I'm gonna do everything in white, and I'm gonna try to get his little nose in pink. So I think I'm gonna do the pink first. That way I don't mess it up. All right, push this down like so. We're gonna go in with Peachy Keen, which is what I use to paint the outside of this, the outer edge. I'm gonna do the nose first. We'll lift it up and then we'll do the rest in white. Okay, so we did the little nose. That way we did that so that way the pink doesn't dry in the silk screen, because if it dries in there, it's going to pull up the color with it, and we don't want that. So then we're going to go in with our bright white, and hopefully this looks good. I'm hoping that it'll look okay on our white background. If we don't like it, you know what we can do? We can sand it off, paint it again, and try again. So it is fixable, which we've done before. You can also do the watercolor with this rabbit, which is what I originally intended, but then I remembered that the cutout comes with the rabbit, so I thought, let's use that. But I definitely intend to do like a watercolor project with this rabbit. Oh, I missed that, Sharon. We might be able to go back over. We probably could. All right, let's lift. Ooh. Let me show y'all. Oh gosh. Should we go back in and do, you can't really see the pink, so I'm wondering if we need to go do the pink in his inner ear. We could paint, what we could do is just paint his inner ear, right? With a brighter pink, and then chalk his nose. What do we think about that? Keep or do what I said? Too many options. All right, let me just wipe everything down. Let's just see what we think on, ooh, I like that. I think I like that. Let's dry it. Yes, do his ears, okay. I definitely want the pink to be brighter. I think it's with the gray, it's too, I think we're gonna use ballet slipper. Do what you said. Hi, Amy. You like it unpainted? Let's dry everything, and then we'll see what we think. But you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna close up my storm. All right, that's pretty much dry. Let me pull this back out. Let's dry this, and let's see what it looks like with the white detailing. Okay, so we have it like that. So then our frame. Do y'all like the white? We're definitely gonna paint the inside of the ears. I feel like the bunny should, I don't know, what do y'all think? Hi, Sharon. We're definitely gonna paint the inside of the ears. Do we keep the bunny white or do we change it? I don't know. Okay. Let's clean our transfer. It does look good. I don't know. I keep going back and forth whether or not I like the white. Paint his eye a darker color. Okay, what color should we do his eye? I'm down for that idea. Should we do his eye in black? All right, I'm gonna clean my transfer real quick because we are gonna reuse it, I think. Yeah, we will. And use my board eraser. You like the white, you should do the wood grain on the white backing. What? The wood grain? Alex, please help. I can't seem to get an answer as a designer. How can I get this transfer? You have to subscribe to Club. You have to become a Club member. So just log into your account, Susan, and then add the club to your cart, and you have to subscribe. What's up?
Like this one. I had that wood grain. Can you do that behind on the white?
No. I mean, I can. It's just, well, no, because in the bunny outline, well, no.
The bunny goes on top of it.
I know, but that's a much smaller. I mean, look how.
No, I see. I know the difference. I just didn't know if they're.
I mean, I probably could. It just would take me a lot of cleaning.
Just like in the background.
Yeah. No, I think that would look good.
Yeah.
I just don't have any. Do you think the background needs something? You can say yes.
That wood grain.
Well, other than the wood grain.
That's what I'm thinking.
A black eye. It's not scored. No. Now I'm wondering, maybe I should add an option with score lines. A blue eye on a bunny? All right. I'm going to wipe this down. Oh gosh. With a paper towel. I don't know. Let's fix our bunny. A darker eyes, wood grain on the backing, and pink ears. Well, y'all, he has spoken. Yeah, I think the background needs something, and that's what I was afraid of. And I kept going back and forth on, and I was like, no, I think it'll be okay. But I think the background, I do, Anita, but I don't know where it's at. And I have an idea of where it's at, but I'm not even going to begin to try to tell Thomas where to find it. You know what I mean? All right. Transfer on the white background. What will we do? What would we do? All right, let's paint this. Let's paint his ears. This is going to be interesting. So that's going to be pink. That's going to be pink. I'm just talking out loud here. Let's see. Pattern on the white center of the frame. Okay, so what pattern? That's my thing. We could do buffalo plaid. I have a buffalo plaid over here that we could put. Give me some patterns while I'm painting this. Because we're going to have to go back over what is going on? I don't know if I like this pink. I don't think I like that. I think I want the bright pink. I think I want peony. The floral dot. That's what I was thinking, honestly. I'm here. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, make sure you're in the broadcast channel. So right down here in the pinned comment where it says comment March, open that up and there's a link. Click on that link and it'll polka dots, ribbon and bows. Ooh, the ribbon bows would be pretty. Platter flowers. A brown bunny, a light brown bunny I think would be pretty too. All right, hi Joanne. The tulips would take us way too long because there's 4 steps to those tulips. Okay, I like that pink better. So this is the color peony or peony, however you say it. I've always been told it's peony, but people say peony. So I don't know. Okay, I like that so much better. All right, then we're gonna go in here and we're gonna put the pattern, the transfer right back on top to get the ears, to fix the ears. So, hi Joanne, I don't know if I said hello to you, but hi. All right. Let's dry. Oh man, y'all. I'm trying to think here. What pattern we should put. A background of little carrots. There is, ooh. Hold on. There is a rabbit pattern transfer. I think it's underneath all of my pom-pom ribbon sitting over here. We have this, I think. Oh, no, it's not there. Shocker. Maybe I didn't get it yet. Did I not grab it? Here it is. This one. We have this that we could put in the background. And we could do that in nominee. This one is the bunny treat pattern. All right. I'm gonna fuzz this and espresso. Oh yeah, in the eye. we could do an espresso eye. The transfer with all the small bunnies. That one, Diane? Okay. Yeah, I definitely think the background needs something. I do wish we still had the wood grain pattern in stock because that's probably the one I would choose to use. All right, so we're gonna line this right back up. The great thing about the transfers is you can totally see through them. So just take your time lining it up. I'm really just worried about the ears, the eye, and the nose, because that's where we're gonna fix this. Yay, Amanda! I cannot wait to see what you do with it. I like the ribbon and bow pattern. Okay, we'll take a vote here in just a sec. So we said an espresso eye. So I'm gonna go in with espresso. Okay, then we're gonna do our little nose and peony. And then we're gonna pull out our white and we're gonna go over our ears. Right there, right there. Picking up all that extra. And here we go. I got you, babe. There we go. Ooh, okay. Now y'all are coming up with some great ideas. Hold on. Okay. Let's close this stuff up. Let's get it out of the way. The pears pattern, that would be really pretty. Okay. Let me put some of these colors away, create some more room. And of course, the lid does not want to shut. Let's put this to the side. Clean this. Lots of moving parts. But then we will do the pattern. I'm kind of thinking that the bows one will be really pretty too. Remember we did that one on like the heart snowflake cutout that we did for Valentine's Day. All right, clean the front, turn it over, clean the back, and let's dry this off. And we'll put it back on its backer. But this is the club transfer, so you can only get it as a club member or a designer. So you do have to subscribe to the club. But like I was saying, if you sign up to be a perk member first, you save 30% off of your club kit every month. Okay, put that to the side. Pull this back out. And let's start brainstorming. Okay. So this is what we have. Yeah, it definitely needs something. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to look at that trailer. So, and it opened it, of course. So we can do the bunny pattern. I'm gonna just give y'all two options. Or we can do the bows. Yeah. I know it's very stained, but there's the bows. The ribbon and bow screams Easter and bunnies. So y'all choose. Bunny pattern. We'll do both in nominee. So either one in nominee. So bunny pattern or bows. Bows, bows, bunny, bows, bows, bunny, bows. Hi, Rhoda. I was going to say Rhonda. I can read. It's Rhoda. Bunny in Bunny Inception. I think we're going to do the bows. Yeah. Now, if you don't like the bows, you can switch and do the bunny pattern if you get this project. But I think we're going to do the bows. Yeah. I think the bows are going to be really pretty. Okay. So, before we do anything, and I just got that all in my hair, we're going to wax. And then we're going to do all of this in Nominee. This is our last step before we glue, and then we will, hi Lisa, then we will put it all together and we'll pick a winner for tonight's giveaway. Okay, I heat up my wax because mine, I've had that jar for a long time, over a year. And it's a little bit on the drier side, so I always heat it up to soften it. I do think the bunnies would look cute too. We might have to make another one of these and do it with the bunnies and see what we think. Okay, so this is the bow pattern. We used this one not too long ago. I think I might be able to get away with it not having to connect over here. We'll have to see what it looks like. We're gonna push down. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, if y'all could do me a huge favor to hit that heart button and comment the word March and share the video. That helps me out so much. All right, pulling this across. And this is a repeating pattern, so you can connect it and repeat it. So there's that. Oh, too late. Too late. Should I have done them pink? Now you have me second guessing. I was going to do it to match the frame. Now I kind of think we should have done them pink. Darn it. Should we change it? Should I have done them pink? What do y'all think? I guess we need to see what it looks like. I actually don't mind the gold. Okay. Now you got me second guessing, Kimmy. Let's finish it and let's see what we think. And if we don't like it, we can sand it down a little bit, paint it, and then go back over it with the pink. I mean, I could just lay the transfer right back on top and change the color that way. I need to make sure that this top part is dry, because that's where I'm going to connect it, or just lay it right on top. Okay. And I'm not going to clean. I normally tell y'all to clean, but I'm just gonna go like that. All right. You like that pattern? I really like the bows. The bows are such a big thing right now. They really are very popular. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing where the white is. Keep going up. Ooh. All right. Wipe off all this extra and let's see what we think. I'm seeing some little spots that I missed. Okay. I got it all the way up. So yay. I do recommend, if you're going to do that, to clean your transfer in between. And it'll be easier to line it up. I'm going to put this to the side. We're going to clean this really quickly. And then we will put it all together. Kenny's like, it's not bad. I do think the pink bows would have looked really pretty. What I'm thinking of doing is drying that and sanding the bows down a little bit so they look a little bit more distressed and worn. We'll see what we think. So we threw in a last minute transfer. This transfer is not in the cart link, but it is the vintage patterns. And it comes with 3 other patterns. Wipe this down. Thanks, Robbie. Hi, Patricia. Miss Patricia, I shipped your 2 packages, girl. All your bunnies and all your paste. I was going to try to fit it all in one box, but I didn't want your cutouts to break. So I broke it up into 2. All right. I need paper towel, dry off the back. And as it dries, the adhesiveness does come back. But mine is a little stained because I used red on it. And so some of our colors do like to stain. Your transfer is not ruined. Just a little stained. Okay. And we're good to reuse it. Let's dry. You're welcome. All right. So we're going to dry this. We're going to put the bunny on top and then we're going to see what we think. But here are the bows. I think I really like the bow background. I think the bunnies would have been really pretty too. Either way, let's see. Just a sponge. It's not a magic eraser. No, it's a board eraser, which is very similar to a magic eraser. It just doesn't have the chemicals and stuff in it. Actually, I think I kind of like it like that. Should we sand it down or leave it? Sand the bows down a little bit. I do think the pink bows would have been really pretty too. I kind of wish we did the pink, but it is what it is. So should we sand the bows down? But I think I like it like that. You like it as is? Okay. Let's grab my Mr. Pin. Thomas is like, leave it because I'm hungry. He's hungry. I'm just guessing. Leave it looks pretty. Thanks, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go through, clean up my edges. I always get a little shaky during this. Okay, but let me show y'all. So like on there, you can see that the edge, like the paint went over the edge. By taking a little black marker and just cleaning it up, it just kind of makes, oh my gosh, I'm really shaking. Makes your project look a little bit more finished. Do you still? Yes, Tammy, I sure do. They're also on the Chalk website. So Tammy, I'm pretty sure you're a Perks member, so you can get that for 30% off. And if you haven't used your $20 credit this month, you can use it. Patricia, we are having sandwiches. Good old sandwiches, nothing fancy. We didn't want to go to the store, and we bought stuff to have sandwiches for lunch. But have we eaten them for lunch? No. So it is, yeah, it's a Mr. Pin permanent marker. It's in my Amazon storefront. Did y'all see that I added that paint set to my Amazon storefront and those white markers that y'all loved last night? I put the link in the broadcast channel for y'all. This is a little tedious, but I promise it makes it look so good. Exactly, Patricia. That is exactly what we're going to do. Yeah. Sandwiches. We started watching, I broke that off. Go figure. We started watching, have y'all heard of The Pit? The Pit on, is it HBO? We started watching that, and so the new episode came out, so I think we're going to watch that and eat dinner. You ordered the white pins? Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Let's glue. So this frame does fit. You kind of just have to mess with it until you get it exactly how you want it. But I realized I didn't Mr. Pin the inside. Now you could avoid all of this part if you just painted your edges, but I didn't. And I want it to look finished. Yay, Lynette. The pit is awesome. Yeah, we really like it, Shelly. Hi, Ruthie. You ordered the paints. Yay. It is cheaper on Amazon. Miss Jan was correct. I don't know if she's here. Miss Jan was not wrong. Okay. So the frame does fit. You kind of have to kind of finagle it to get it exactly how you want it to match up with the lines, but it does fit. So I'm going to put a little bit of Stick Fast. I'm going to try not to overdo it. Hi, Anita. It wasn't the 2025 paints on Amazon, though. It was a set of popular colors. The picture had the right colors, though. I'm going to have to double check that, Lisa. Really? Let's see. I'm going to look real quick. Deco Art Americana paint. Oh, I'm not going to mess with it right now, but I'm almost positive. Was it the link that I sent last night, Lisa, that it had like similar colors, or it said that, but then it wasn't that? Yikes. Oh, you're right. Oh my gosh. Lisa, you are correct. Yikes. I need to change that then. The word today is March. Oh no. Oops. Sorry, y'all. I think I grabbed the wrong one. That was on accident. All right. I will remove that link, or I'll fix it in there. I'm gonna have to go look at what Jan was sending out last night. I ordered the 20 on Amazon, Anita. You got it on Amazon. All right, we're gonna let that sit up. We're gonna pick our winner. So y'all, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If y'all could do me a huge favor, share the video, hit that heart button, and if you haven't commented the word March, go ahead and comment that, the purple, and notice the name. I'm so glad you said that, Lisa. Oops. I hope someone didn't order it. But I'll fix it. Anita, if you could do me a favor and send me the link to the 2025, that would be wonderful. Let that set up, but we're going to pick our winner. Your club kit does come, oh, you got it from Deco Art. Okay. This is what comes with your club kit. It's 3 inks, and you actually get vanilla in an ink, which you cannot get this in a full jar. And like I was telling y'all, Nominee, the gold color that I used, is available in an ink color for designers and Perks members. You can't find it on Amazon. Okay. Well, then I will go remove that, because I don't want people to order that thinking that's what it is, and they're going to be upset with me. Oops. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Okay, here it is. Here's the full project. I think that turned out pretty cute. I do think Kimmy was right. If we would have done the bows in the pink, it would have been chef's kiss beautiful. But let me know what you'll think. And it's still not set up, so it's moving on me. Let's pick a winner. So the 8th person to comment the word gold will be the winner. Just keep in mind, y'all, you can only enter once, so you comment that word one time, and then I go based off what I see on my end. The comments are in a different order on my screen than what you see. So that's also why I read out the names, to let y'all know the order that I see the names. So the 8th person on my end to comment the word gold will be tonight's winner. So there it is. I think this turned out pretty dang cute. All right. I see some people commenting the word. Give me a second. Let me scroll up. Deborah Burns was number 1. Tammy was 2. Anita was 3. Anita Shoup was 3. Anita Matthews was 4. Joanne Schaefer was 5. Linda Salisbury was 6. Sharon LeGrone was 7. And Michelle Pryor, my girlfriend, you were number 8. So you are tonight's winner. Please send me a message and I will get your form sent out to you. So there's our project for tonight. I kind of want to try this again and do it in pink bows and see if we like the difference. So maybe I'll make a short video with it this month and do the same project. But what do y'all think? Oh, I think it turned out pretty cute, better than I expected. So, and you can get the cutouts, and when you comment the word March, that is linked in the message. It's the first link in the message for y'all, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be presenting in Craft Around the Clock group, okay? And I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.